Hello, you guys. Namaste. This is me, Diara, and this is going to be another timeless pick a card reading. And this is an open reading. That means it can address different kind of topics. So you can either um, like put a label on each of the piles, like, like this is going to be for love, this is going to be for your job situation, and this is maybe going to be something about, I don't know, finances and career or spiritual growth. Or you can do it just the normal way, so to say, and just, like pick one pile, the one that you resonate the most with, and then, like think about your situation, think about your person, your crush, your love interest, think about your job situation, think about your project or whatever it is that you are dealing with right now. And then I am trying to give you a little bit insight of the current situation, like your situation, whatever it is about, and what you should do. A lot of people do come to me asking me, hey, you know what? This and that is my situation, and what should I do? I have no clue what to do about it. Should I pursue this person? Should I make the first step? Or I don't know, should I change the location? Should I buy an apartment? Should I move? Should I become self-employed? Like there are so many different topics. Obviously, most of the people, they come for love. I know that. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys who recently booked a reading with me, and I really mean it. It's not like, like me just saying that because this is something that you have to say as a reader. I really appreciate your support, and I also felt that the energy was very, very special the other week. So that was maybe the Leo portal that was opening, or I don't know, tomorrow we have a full moon coming up. I'm speaking from today's perspective. This is a timeless reading, so you may find this reading like half a year from now. But anyways, I could really feel like, that the energy was very, very special, very heavy. A lot of questions came up and a lot of confusion and stuff like that. So I think that most of you guys have been through, well, not such an easy time recently, okay? And this is why I feel guided. Although I wanted to pause a little bit with these open readings for different kind of readings that I may will talk about someone else, but now I spontaneously received the call to do this quick reading, okay? So this is it. Now go ahead, choose your pile, do it in whatsoever way feels good for you right now. And I'm going to start, of course, with pile number 1. Okay, so if you are going with this first pile here, what is your current situation? What are you dealing with? Okay, so you have been through a lot of emotional ups and downs recently. This is the moon card. It speaks about intuition. It speaks about secrets. It speaks about the mystical, like things that you can't really see, but you feel them, right? And the card is also in reverse, which for me, and I think I am today not reading the cards so much in reverse, but in this case, I feel like, you have been through some difficult times emotionally. So maybe from the outside, nothing was really visible, like other people couldn't really see what you are dealing with. But I think you are dealing with, but you could feel it, right? And I think you are dealing with not knowing what's happening and what's going on. I think this is your biggest issue right now, that you don't know. You want to know. This is why you come to YouTube. This is why you do all those pick a card readings, but you don't know. And probably you have even purchased personal readings, which have been maybe a little bit helpful for the moment. But, like after a while, you found yourself in the same position again. It's like running in reverse, if you know what I mean. And this is somehow what I'm feeling here. So whether this is about a twin flame situation, a crush, once again, this can be about job. Maybe here you feel like you are running in reverse too, right? Maybe you are trying very hard to get the right job, to earn the money, like to build up some stability and independency as well. But it's not working. Somehow you have not yet found out how to get the best job, how to connect with the right people, like how to increase your income. And so this is, I think, your biggest issue here. Pile number 1 is not knowing. not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do. And this is especially, I mean, this reading is called What Should You Do? So yeah, this is why you're here for. You want to know what you should do and what you can do to heal the situation. Okay, regardless of whether there is another party involved or not. Okay, you want to heal the situation. You want to know. You want to bring the unknown and the invisible. You want to bring it to the surface, right? You want to know, okay, is this true? Is this real? Or am I just dreaming? Please, universe, tell me. Okay, so although I will maybe not able today to tell you what is going on and what is the truth, I am trying to give you some advice here, what you should do and what you can do to heal the situation and to get out of it, right? To get out of this running in reverse. So your situation has to do with forgiveness. Maybe someone did something mean to you. Maybe, like on a job level, you have been mobbed by your colleagues, by your job. Maybe something unfair happened to you. Maybe you deserved a promotion, but you didn't get it due to whatsoever reasons, right? Or maybe someone cheated on you, someone took away money from you, maybe someone ghosted you, left you out alone in the cold without any explanation at all, right? And this can be very frustrating. I mean, this can drive you crazy even, right? Not knowing, not having an answer, not getting response to emails, telephone calls, and whatever, right? If someone is cutting the cord between you and the contact, like out of nowhere and without any explanation, and is really not accessible to you at all, that can drive one crazy, right? But nevertheless, you have to forgive. You have to understand that sometimes we do not get answers. And once again, you know me, if you are with me already for a while, sometimes I'm using very, very extreme and almost brutal examples in order to make my point. I'm trying to avoid that tonight. I'm not in the mood. But, I'm just saying, what if you lose a loved one through a car accident? Yeah, or what if parents do lose their little baby, because of an illness or, I don't know, a failure in the DNA, stuff like that. I hate to use the word failure because no one is a failure. And I think you know what I mean here. So please don't get triggered by any of my messages. And once again, I'm not in the mood to get into that too much anyways. But the thing is, sometimes I wanted to say that sometimes we do not get answers, and sometimes situations are unfair and we are not treated in the right way. Sometimes those things happen. I mean, hopefully they do not happen that often and too much, right? This is only what you can wish for in life. But sometimes I think I would even go so far to say that almost everyone has to experience that. Sooner or later, throughout the lifetime, almost everyone is at least once confronted with unfairness and injustice and stuff like that. Okay, so here you go. You have to learn how to forgive and how to let go, because forgiveness is related to acceptance, to accept the situation the way it is, to accept people, to accept their behavior and everything. And also acceptance has to do with letting go, right? You have to be flexible. Yeah. Think outside the box, right? Learn maybe even to be a little bit more, flexible in your, the way you think about stuff. Maybe you thought there has to be this or that outcome in your situation and this or that solution for your problem. But the universe is calling you to be a little bit more flexible, because sometimes the solution can be something completely different, something that we wouldn't ever have dreamt about even in our, wildest dreams, So be a little bit more flexible. This is the answer. the universe, and it's not me saying that to you, it's spirit, right? I'm a card reader. I use my intuition. I'm trying to be a channel here. I think there are maybe probably readers who are way more gifted than I am. I don't know, when it comes to channeling and clairvoyance and whatnot. I am usually not calling myself being clairvoyant. I am a card reader, okay? I need my cards. I'm not reading so much, like other people's aura and stuff like that. I read cards. And I do not do it by the book. I do it out of, my intuition, okay? Whatever this is. Maybe this is being clairsentient, clairaudient, but I'm not so much clairvoyant, at least not as far as I know. Okay, so this message is, and I'm just saying that because, I am not digging deeper into those two cards, because it's just, like spirit's way to give you an answer. You do whatever you do think is right, like whatever you feel you resonate with. Being flexible is definitely your issue, and learning how to forgive is your topic, okay, that you should address a little bit more, that you should focus on in order to heal and to get out of this rat race mentality, okay? I do have another two cards for you, speaking about the potential outcome, okay? So we do have Rosetta here. She is saying that your gift is working with young people, and one of your spiritual duties is definitely to heal and to help children. Okay, so maybe this was job related for you anyway. So now you have even more clearer answer that the solution can be working with children and healing children from their issues. Okay, you can do that in many ways. You can you can be a teacher at school, you can work in a kindergarten, you can be a nurse, you can be a midwife, or you can also be just a normal yoga teacher who offers yoga classes for children, right? So maybe this is also something that you can do aside, okay? And then we have the Page of Cups, and I like this card. This speaks about emotions, this speaks about lighthearted energy. Also for me, this is a little bit the reconciliation card, being at peace, saying, hey, I'm sorry, making a step towards the other party, and bringing maybe back a little bit of the evenness, like the fairness that got lost and that someone took away from you for at least a little bit, a time frame, and now you are getting back something from spirit. Spirit is making it up, so to say, again. And that can be through people who are coming that you will date, you will have a good time with, invitations, communication, lighthearted energy, friends. I'm hearing friends. Okay, so this is it for pile number 1, people. Let's move over to pile number 2, and I'm just going to write down the time stamps so I don't have to do it afterwards. Okay, here I am. So if you have chosen pile number 2, what is your current situation? What are you dealing with? Once again, remember, this can be about any topic. This can be about love, and I know it will be about love for the most of you, but for some people, this is about job. For some, it's about spiritual growth. Maybe for some, it's about a friendship, like their best friend. Something like that, like something about your parents, whatever, okay? So what is the energy, the overall energy of your situation? Where are you coming from? Okay, this is the King of Cups. So it may be that you are dealing with someone we like to call King of Cups. Okay, this is a person who is afraid of feelings. I know this is paradox, and I was explaining that in other readings already. I will do it once again. I know, because I know that this card can be a little bit irritating. Usually, and I thought it myself in the beginning, that the King of Cups is someone who is very good in expressing feelings, like a very emotional person, someone who's very intuitive, even if we are talking about a man, which is something special than in the first place. And even more maybe outstanding, but also when it comes to a woman, because sometimes the King card does come, although we are talking about a female person, okay? But the thing is, the truth is that this person here, the King of Cups, is representing someone who has a problem with feelings. He may has feelings, but he has a problem expressing them. announcing them, addressing them, like speaking about them, communicating about them. This is a person who can sometimes even be a little bit harsh and hidden and secretive when it comes to their feelings, like wearing a poker face, having an aura that this person is inaccessible, unavailable, things like that. This guy is sitting on a shell here, surrounded by water, and it's not easy to reach him. I mean, you have to swim or you have to use a boat, yeah? You have to use your skills in order to get through them. And this is the situation that you are dealing with. So maybe you are dealing with someone you cannot really read. You are dealing with a person who is a completely mystery to you. You are dealing with a person who is not talking to you at all, who is not telling you the truth, who is maybe even avoiding you. Well, in some extreme cases, ghosting you, right? You're dealing with someone that you would love to know something more about because you have only good intentions, but this person is really not accessible to you. And sometimes I must tell you, and I'm getting that, I'm not telling that because I want to say something mean here or so, but sometimes we have to learn with the fact that we will not always be able to get through to everyone. This is how it goes. Sometimes people do simply not resonate with us. And although we don't have bad intentions, they just don't feel it for us, and this is why they will never really open up towards us. This can happen, right? And it's not something bad. It's not that they hate us or that they don't want to speak to us or something, but it's just like that. I mean, I'm thinking about, let's say, a job-related situation here. Let's say you applied for a job, for a good position, and you had the interview and everything was great, but still they choose someone else. This is something I'm talking about here, okay? Just as an example. And those things do happen. Sometimes we can't have the job that we applied for, or we can't have the apartment that we wanted, or I don't know, the car, or once again, maybe the person. Right? It can be about your person as well. Maybe they are just not that much into you, and this is why they do not express feelings, because simply the feelings are not strong enough. Okay? So this is something that you are dealing with. Maybe also this not knowing, does he have feelings? Yes or no? Maybe. Is he ever going to express them? And maybe you have been through a lot of those, how does he see me readings, or, like what's happening next. And I've done a lot of these readings before. So feel free to check them out. You do all find them, like readings that are already a year old or so, but still they are all timeless. Okay. So I do encourage you to check out my channel in order to, listen to all the other readings that I have been doing in the past, maybe at a time where you did not even know me at all. Okay. So this is what I do have for you today. Okay. Dealing with a person who is a little bit secretive and mysterious and not so easy to read, and also not really approachable for you. So what is the universe's advice? What should you do? They say meditation brings answer. Okay, so you should meditate about it. You should not do anything. You should not act in a fast way. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, so you should not do anything just in order to do something. You better should wait. This is what I'm feeling. You should wait. You should step back. You should reconsider. You should think about it. You should maybe just wait. Just wait, because maybe could also be for some of you that something is going to happen and you don't have to do a thing. Okay, that could also be for a part of those who choose pile number 2, if you know what I mean. Okay, wait can be interpreted in different ways. So for some of you, it's just like, okay, just wait before you do something. Okay, as an advice. And for some, it's more like, hey, just wait, because something is going to happen anyways, and you don't have to do something. You're not supposed to do something. The universe is calling you to relax and to chill out. We also have the Treasure Island. So I feel here, together with the meditation card, that you find answers inside yourself. This turtle is carrying the treasure, on top of her back. She's maybe not aware that she's having this yeah, this box on top of herself, right? Because she has no eyes in her bag, she can't see it, but she's carrying the treasure inside herself, so to say. So I feel meditation is bringing you answers. Meditation is bringing some light into the situation. There is definitely some battling and comparing and competing going on when it comes to this specific person, whether this is a male person or a female person. Once again, sometimes kings do come up even though you have a female person in mind. And yeah, once again, you have a struggle with them. You are fighting with yourself maybe, or you had a fight with them, right? Things are not so easy. And it's very exhausting for you. Yeah, I'm feeling that, and I'm hearing that this is something where you are like, oh, you know what? I can't do anymore. Really, I'm tired. I'm weak. I can't do it anymore. I've been fighting so much. I've been trying so much to present myself, to show myself, to shine my light, to, like maybe even to, how you say that, convince other people that you are the one. And now you are like, oh, you know what? I can't give anymore, okay? So, and if you can't give anymore, then yeah, don't do it, okay? Once again, relax, step back, reconsider. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2 people. I'm feeling, I have one more card for you, honestly spoken, which is the 6 of Cups. And for me, it says in this spread here, once again, you can always read cards in different ways, right? It's something personal. In this case here, I'm feeling that you, someone is not really seeing you the way you truly are, or maybe they are seeing you the way you truly are, which is gorgeous and precious and valuable, but they are not showing that to you out of their own reasons. Maybe they are intimidated by you, afraid of you. Maybe they have a certain strategy going on. They are trying to manipulate you, maybe even. I mean, you never know, right? You never know. I've seen a lot already. So believe me, it's not always that the people do only have good intentions, right? I mean, don't you think that, please? Sometimes people have bad intentions, right? So, and I'm going to address that here as well, because for some of you, you are dealing with a person that you should be a little bit cautious about and suspicious about, right? I mean, sometimes we are so romantically attached that we only think the best about others, and we only are hearing the good things in a reading. But sometimes the truth is not so easy, and sometimes the truth is also not so sweet. Sometimes the truth is that someone has not the best intentions towards you for their own reasons. And I'm healing, somehow I'm feeling and feeling, what was that for a word? Somehow I feel that the person you are inquiring about is not allowing you stepping up on their level. I don't know. I don't know why I said that, but this is something that I'm getting here, okay? I'm hearing that, so I'm saying that, and I'm definitely really waiting for your comments down there, if some of you could resonate with this final sentence here. I think I'm trying to say that again. The person that you are inquiring about is purposely holding you back, or, like trying to suppress your light. They are purposely not allowing you to step up on their level. And this is for their own issues and reasons. And these are maybe not only the best reasons, okay? Maybe there is nothing bad about it, and this is just a problem that they do have. They are maybe jealous or intimidated and too weak for a strong woman like you, or maybe, yeah, it's has some other reasons. I don't know, maybe, or at least now you know a little bit more about it, okay? So people who choose pile number 3, let me just write down the timestamp so I already have it and I don't have to do it afterwards. What are you dealing with? This can be about everything. Once again, I said that with the other 2 topics, readings as well. Maybe this is about a twin flame, a crush, a love interest, an ex. Maybe this is about a job situation, something about your finances, your career, your standing, your status, something about your living situation. Let's just be open enough and try to get out as many information as possible here today, okay? So what are you dealing with? You are dealing with power and strength. I think so from all the three piles, don't tell the others, please. This is something good. It was not that the others have been bad piles or negative piles or not so good energy. Not at all. Don't get me wrong here. I'm still trying to find the right words. I am trying to say that I like the energy of this card. I do see passion. I do see someone who's motivated. I feel that you are on top of your game again. Maybe you have been through bad things as well, but now you are back. This is what I'm hearing, literally. You are back in the game. This is what I'm feeling. This is your current situation. Maybe you just recovered from a sickness. You have been ill for a while. You have been in hospital. There was a surgery, or maybe you got out of a divorce, a marriage. Maybe you broke up with someone who was toxic, or maybe you changed your job. Maybe you moved. Maybe you bought a house. Maybe you finally, I don't know, you booked recently, like just yesterday, you've been to a travel agency and you booked a flight to Bali or whatever. I don't know. So, which was something like a life dream of yours. You always wanted to go there, I just feel like you're back. It's that easy. You're back. You're back on track. You're back in the game. And you've made it. You've made it. And this is maybe one of the very few pick a card readings that you are listening to anymore anyways. You are also back on track in a term that you don't need those readings any longer. Yes, sometimes you like to listen to one or two of them, but I think maybe you have been addicted to them for a while even, or you just needed those readings in order to heal. You needed just, the insight and the opinion from someone else. And it's not only, here on these channels, no matter, I don't know, to how many channels you'd subscribe to. But, we are not only reading the cards, we are giving so much more information about ourselves, about the current energy, about what's going on in general. And we are reading the collective energies of the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And you know what I mean? It's not only bare card readings here. It's also so much more. It's something that can support you. It's something that can uplift you. It's something, that is giving you insight of your past, why you are the way you are. And I feel that you have been through all of that. This is maybe why I feel so drawn to say that. I'm speaking very fast here because I feel there's a lot going on currently in your life, but only good things. Finally, only the good things do happen. You have been through bad things as well. I think we all have been through bad things, right? Which is also part of the truth. And this is maybe why we are coming here together as a very special community and also a little bit, a crazy community. If you think about it, you are now in Dubai or India or Cape Town, and I'm here in Frankfurt reading the cards for you, and we don't know each other. We will never meet each other. So this is also a little bit crazy somehow, but in a good way, only in a good way. Okay. I don't mean it in a bad way. Of course, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm the reader here. So, this is what I feel for you. You've been through bad times and now you're back on track. Bam. Okay. Here I am, universe. So now give me things to handle with, because I can cope with everything. This is something that I'm hearing. So what should you do? Is there even anything more that you should do? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that really true? This is a soulmate card. Hello. Yeah, so definitely, you should surround yourself with your soul tribe, with your soul family, with your family, friends, sisters, your mom, your dad, whoever you feel drawn to, whoever is supporting you, appreciating you, giving you good feelings, all those good stuff. You should definitely surround yourself with these kind of people. I know you would now have loved to hear that I do see a soulmate coming, but this is the section where we are speaking about what should you do. This is not the section where we are speaking about the incoming energy and the future potential. This is just, what should you do? What is the solution for your problem, if you have any? And the solution is getting out, socialize yourself, and finding the right people. Okay? And eventually, this is where you will find your soulmate after a while. But first of all, you have to get out in order to find him or her or whoever you are looking for. And ask for help is also, this comes along with each other, I think. It's like, surround yourself with others. Ask your help, go out, tell other people your story, okay? Maybe write a journal, write a book about it. You can self-publish a book if you want to. Write down your story. And even if you never publish it, still you have written it down. And this can be also something very, very healing, okay? I just feel for you, connect yourself. Find the right people, socialize yourself. You may have been in hermit mode for a while, the same as I. I have been in hermit mode like for 3 years now. I couldn't help it. It was like that. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it lasts a little longer than we wished it would have lasted, but it's like that. You can't help it, I mean, I would have been happy if my hermit mode would have been over after a year or something like that, 3 years was long, really long. But now I'm back, I really identify myself with this pile, to be honest with you. Maybe this is why I get so excited over it, because I really love to see this energy. So I got 2 more cards for you, pile number 3 people. This is on the patience card, and we are now talking about the incoming energy and the future potential in your situation. Once again, this can be about any topic, okay? The cards are still calling you for your patience. This is maybe a little bit frustrating to hear today, because I gave you some very exciting information here, like you being back on track, you being strong enough, you being through a rebirth, so to say, like you renewed yourself, hermit mode is over, but still a little bit more patience is needed, okay? A little bit more patience is needed until you will definitely, be the one you always wanted to be, and be where you always wanted to be. Maybe you have a certain vision of yourself. Maybe you have a vision where you are surrounded on your birthday, like having invited people, and they are all coming now into your apartment, bringing you presents, hugging you, embracing you, wanting to be with you, taking time for you, maybe you have that kind of vision. Or if this is about love, maybe you have the vision of you and your partner being in honeymoon in Venice, or, like making a trip to, I don't know, Bali once again. Or maybe you have the vision of being in a very stable and secure job position, earning enough money so you can treat yourself, so you can be, the one you always wanted to be in whatsoever level. You see, you can really transfer this reading and this message into almost every situation. But I tell you, still some more patience is needed until you will be there. Some things have to adjust. Some things have to align now, outside yourself. It's not you. You have done everything. You don't have to do a thing now anymore. But now other people and the situation itself has to adjust to this new energy that you are radiating, if you know what I mean. And if not, feel free to rewind and to listen to it again. Sometimes it can be helpful to listen to the message multiple times and not only once, okay? I do feel there will be eventually maybe the moment where you have to make a decision, where you feel in between 2 chairs, as we say in German. Yeah, you will have 2 options, maybe even more, and you have to choose among those options. And this is maybe giving you also a little bit of a hard time, right? But this is, this is, like when you are attracting a lot of people and a lot of situations and opportunities and luck and abundance into your life. Yes, sometimes you can be in such a situation where you have to choose, right? Okay, do I go out with Bob or with Stefano? Because so many people feel drawn to you, and so many people want to buy your services or whatever it is that you are asking for. But at the end of the day, I do feel only good things happening for you, especially since you are now surrounded, and you will be surrounded more and more with people who are like-minded. And I feel that for you, pile number 3, this is something that's very, very important to you. You need those people who are like-minded and that you can talk to very honestly and without feeling ashamed or whatnot, okay? So yeah, this is what I have for you, pile number 3. I think this is a very promising pile. All the piles have been promising and good and uplifting, but for you, I really feel that you have made it through the eye of the storm, you know? And it was overwhelming, it was exciting, it was a bumpy ride, yeah, but I can tell you the good news now is you are back on track, and you will gain back more and more energy and power. You will empower yourself, you will be independent, you will be able to cope with your inner demons, you know, things that have been not the way they should be, they will adjust now and align now in your favor, okay? This is what I have for you, pile number 3. I really love this reading. So thank you so much, you guys, all of you, for listening. I know now only the pile 3 people are online anymore, but this goes out to everyone who is still watching and listening. I really love my crowd. I'm very thankful for all my subscribers. And yeah, sometimes I can't believe myself that you guys feel so, yeah, so thankful yourself for my work and for what I am doing for you. So thank you. And this is why I said we are a crazy community here, and we are kind of walking each other home, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we are supporting each other's. And this is something beautiful. And I think only something good can resonate out of that kind of energy. Namaste.